good for me. That's why me know say me if it go flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away me say. Have to take away me say. Fire for you, yeah. I find you very hard to resist. With this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. And you know, today is Friday. Some people say, thank God it's Friday. But for me, it's just another day. But today, our special guest this morning is none other than Malachi Smith. And he will be our poetry corner guest. He will be doing poetry. And we're going to do something we call dub for dub as well. Right, Max? Yes, I got Max when it is.
Sounds like a plan.
And I think Flavors
Grand
is
Rising.
here. Grand Rising, Max. I think Flavors is here too. Top of the morning, Flavors.
Morning.
How are you
Max.
doing?
Hey.
You're in good shape this morning?
Not really.
You seem like you sleep like a cowboy last night, man. Or like a baby. I never hear a pin out of you when I call.
No.
You too?
I need another day's rest.
Another day rest. Well,
Okay.
as them said, thank God it's Friday. Well, you have Friday,
Yeah.
you have Saturday and Sunday. You can recuperate. You will
Yeah, man.
recuperate. So, what's happening in your neck of the woods? What's going on in your neck of the woods this morning?
I can't tell you much. I'm just getting up.
Oh, you just arrived.
Yes.
I hear you, Papa. Max, what's happening
Just
in your neck of the
enough for the show.
What's happening in your neck of the woods, Max?
Oh man, I feel like how Flavia sounds. it's dark over here. It's damp all week. It's just awful. Kissimmee has been thunderstorming. It's just driving my allergies crazy, man. And then it feels soupy. So, this is the life.
Yeah, this is the life of radio personalities, podcasters, you name it. You're going to have one day that you're going to have to put out some extra. You know.
Yes, man.
Francine going to be joining us later, so we're going to make space for Francine later on. So, are you guys ready? Because I don't see Courtney yet. I wonder if is Courtney coming for dub today?
I was hoping so, yes. I believe he would be.
I'm going to whoop him now. Run you now.
We were kind of busy on him last time, so you know.
Yeah, all right.
Me defend it, Courtney. Me defend it. Come with it.
Defend it, well. All right, we're going to play this one from Malachi, and I think this is one of the tracks of, what do you call it? His new album. Yeah, his new album. So, Tick Off, right? And Tick Off, as you know, is also nominated in the National Spoken Words Award, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so
Correct.
I'm gonna play one from it. I like this one, you know. So let's take it away, and then we're gonna see if we can get Courtney and see what's up, what's happening in his neck of the woods, and you know, things like that. So let's take it away, Malachi.
Sound like a plan.
All right.
Doctor, this lady in my head dread. Can't sleep at night, she wrap herself tight in there. Like a bassline on a rhythm. Her such a sweet and fat and hot. She keeps on thumping me, doc. But me no mind, she fine. Me come to you for she won't tell me her name. She loves to play game, lapping her frock tight between her coffee legs, calling boo boo boom boom, 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 boom. Doctor, you might think say me a idiot. It's the gospel truth me I tell. She loves to tease me like me a little pitney. When we play hide and seek, she touch me sweet and all kind of things happening in my sleep. And I remember everything like it happening now. Doctor, my biggest problem, doctor, is when I wake up and she gone. And I have to crawl back in my head to find her on this island with this Adam serpent tempting her with his apple like this culture Emancipation Park. I get so mad. I chop off him head and wet up my bed and I wake up bawling. Boom 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 boom. Doctor, you hear it? It's loud, loud. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. It in my heart now. Listen with the trumpet and prescribe medicine quick. For me no want go a Bellevue for make people think say me mad and operate on my head. And make police take her out and arrest her for indecent trespassing and thief me blessing. Doctor, me love me. Boom, 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 boom.
Yes, yes, indeed. That was Malachi Smith. So I'm linking up later on with some other people who's gonna join in. So in case you just join us, welcome to the Real Stuff Podcast. And today we'll be doing what we call Poetry Corner with our special guest this morning, none other than the one and only Malachi Smith. And I think I see Malachi over there. Top of the morning, sir. Top of the morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
All
Greetings,
right,
my
all
brother.
right. Greetings, greetings. Welcome to our Poetry Corner this morning as our special guest. Right.
Yes, so looking forward to it. Yeah?
I'm glad you're looking forward to it, sir. I'm glad you're looking forward to it.
Yes.
I know we're waiting on a few more people to join in because we're going to do a thing we call dub for dub. I don't know if Courtney tell you about it.
Right, he told me something that he was thinking of doing something like that, and I found it interesting.
Yeah, dub for dub, kind of bring out the vibes of the poet and thing like that.
Right, yeah, man, we have no problem. We're firm.
All right, I'm glad you like it. All right, sir. So I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting for Max wanted to join in. So
right. Love our little poem there.
Yeah, and then we're going to start. So I'm going to give them a little bit more of this again, and then we're going to come back inside, okay?
Anytime.
All right, brother.
Doctor, this lady in my head dread. Can't sleep at night, she wrap herself tight in there. Like a bass line on a rhythm. And so she's sweet and fat and hot. She keeps on thumping me, doc. But me no mind, she fine. Me come to you for she won't tell me her name. She loves to play game, lapping her frock tight between her coffee legs, calling boom 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 boom, 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 boom 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 boom. Doctor, you might think say me a idiot. It's the gospel truth me I tell. Doctor, my biggest problem, doctor, is when I wake up and she gone. And I have to crawl back in my head to find her on this island with this Adam serpent tempting her with his apple like this cultured Emancipation Park. I get so mad. I chop off him head and wet up my bed and I wake up bawling. Boom 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 boom, boom 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 boom, boom 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 boom, boom 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 boom, boom 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 boom. Doctor, you hear it? It's loud, loud. Boom 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 boom, boom 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. It in my heart now. Listen with the trumpet and prescribe medicine quick. For me no want go a Bellevue for make people think say me mad and operate on my head. And make police take her out and arrest her for indecent trespassing and thief me blessing. Doctor, me love me, boom, 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 boom.
yes, indeed.
White birds chirping, chirping for peace. Blackbirds hawking, hawking for justice. Status quo is stalling, stalling on peace. Fed up are balling, balling for justice. Looking for justice, can't find it. What it look like? What is the color? Is it a peeled jankro up in a tree eating strawberries? 400 years we get needs for answers. We try to breed and it's disaster. You insist on stalking, send your hounds out barking. We build our institution, you tear them down. Assassinate our leaders, lock them underground. When we rebel, you draw cars. Food just charge us with fraud. Weapons of mass destruction for our annihilation. We fed up now, youth not taking it anymore. We tumbling statues and demanding reparation and more. Checking for peace. Blackbirds hawking, hawking for justice. Status quo is stalling, stalling on peace. Fed up are balling, balling for justice. For the bitter cane we cut, the red cotton we picked, the scars on our minds visible every time. For sucking your babies, for the migraine from seasick, for flying across God's face and getting pink lips, for the melodies from Tuskegee, for the Buffalo soldiers, for brothers at Arlington who fought as one back home abandoned, living in sardine cans, for building London and Washington, Vatican and Portugal, Paris and Barcelona, for the bite of the Belgian cobra, for the rapes and plunder, reparation, no, we not go, we not go, we not bow, we not bow, pay it with interest, no, 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 chirping, chirping for peace, blackbirds hawking, hawking for justice. Status quo is stalling, stalling on peace. Fed up are balling, balling for justice. White birds chirping, chirping for peace. Blackbirds hawking, hawking for justice. Status quo is stalling, stalling on peace.
Yes, indeed. The music of Malachi, well, the poetry, my bad, the poetry of Malachi Smith.
you know, poetry have raw music.
Yeah. Yes.
Brother Malachi.
Greetings, Empress. Yeah,
how are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there, family situations, but we have to give thanks every time.
True. Well, we finally have you here again. This is like Malachi third time.
Yes.
What that mean?
Within a year, eh?
Yes.
Him automatically become honorary.
Yes.
Well, third time's the charm.
Honorary, yes, honorary member.
You hear the lady?
Time, make she say it.
Third time is the charm.
All right.
That's what it is.
I love that. We have Francine here with us as well. Francine is in the room also. So welcome, Francine.
Hey, Francine.
Hi, good morning. Malachi, you have me over here dancing to a poet. I mean, that's awesome. I'm here rocking and trying to get all ready and all this. Good morning, Maxonette. Good morning, Franco.
Good morning.
Welcome, Malachi.
Flavius is here too with us. Even
morning, Max. Morning,
Slave.
Yes, man.
So, Malachi, thank you. Welcome
Yes.
again. Welcome again. And it's a pleasure having you as, what do you call it, another special guest at a short notice.
Right.
So, we thank you for doing that for us. And we want to give thanks to Courtney as well for, reaching out to you in such a short time. So, we want to kick off. You can kick off with anything you want. Because it's your day, Poetry Corner. It's your day.
I am kind of
Wait a second. Wait. If I could briefly interject for the new viewers, could you just give us a snippet about who Malachi is? Because we need the people to be listening keenly.
Well, Malachi is a product of Jamaica via Africa, right? Been writing since I was basically attacked, from those days. Started out in elementary school days. Never stopped writing. Has toured internationally, has recorded 8 albums, have compilation and 2 other albums. I'm a playwright, an actor, songwriter, very active in the Jamaican community. Care passionately about women, my women in particular, when I say that, and children. So when I was forced in the forest in Jamaica at 18, and one of the pride that I walk away from that situation with is it saved a lot of lives, and also mentored a lot of youngsters. Was very instrumental in police youth clubs in Montego Bay, Harford Tree, St. Catherine. Actually wrote plays for the young guys, took them to competitions. I remember we choreographed a dance at Lilliput. Did it right on the seaside with Jacqueline Stevenson. And when we went to the festival dance of competition, 2 didn't take the stage, them so we thief them dance. And the rest of them dance yet, but we're so good,
Yeah.
We went to Spanish Town and we did a play. I wrote the play and directed it, and we tore down the place, So I did a lot of work, and a lot of my blessings come from that when I see those people who are so successful in business and the type of respect in business and their professional life, the type of respect that they still have for you, is enormous. And I give thanks for that every time. No money can suffice.
Beautiful.
I love when you mention the Police Youth Club office. Police Youth Club was an instrumental part in Jamaicans' youth, whether people believe it or not, because I remember there was one in Fletcher's Land, and it took a lot of youths off the street. And they always come under the same SDC. Yeah, understand?
There you go. It's a good thing you mentioned that. Yes, because I remember we were down there and we started like a cricket team, we started a football team, and we'd go straight up to town there, Ruthven Road, and tell them how much youth club members we have, and they'd give us gears in real time. And they had officers who'd actually come and visit us, and they had the expertise. And so it was a wonderful program. It did make a big difference.
Yeah, because that was something I always tell people, say, I would love to see again in Jamaica, the police youth clubs with the youths them. You understand me? Maybe can bridge the gap. It did back in the days. Go ahead, Francine.
Hi, Malika, morning again.
Good morning. You look so beautiful this morning. What are you drinking? Coconut water?
I told me get like a sleep.
We need to know that. Yeah.
I was just listening to you, and I was wondering when you're going to stop, because your list of activities long, and I was just listening to it, and except and apart from that, I'm impressed with what you have been doing. But what is the one thing you'd say that motivates you to keep doing these things and it give you that urge and that you want to continue?
Well, I have a passion for helping others. it probably could be out of the circumstances that I came out of, being a somewhat of a disadvantaged child, where I was looked upon as being black and couldn't be my dad's child because everybody else was brown. And every time opportunities came up, it was blocked because of that. End up like suffering some major setbacks during school age. I was involved in a major crash. So for almost a year I couldn't go to school. Right when you're taking exam, when I got very bright and was like the guy in school. So all of those things factor into it. So my whole thing is trying to create opportunities, trying to help back. And I remember towards a young cop, I used to go to places like Nakalva School. I used to take minibus from Mobile, pay my fare and go there and perform for the students and talk to them. I was just 18 then, but I have that passion, to really inspire and trying to help others to make positive changes and decisions in their life. Sometimes we fail, but we try. We give it a shot. Yeah.
Very good.
Wow.
But it's so funny because I was the total opposite. I was the black sheep because I had the lighter skin. Because all my other siblings, they were darker skin and I was the light skin. So I was the jacket. You see, life funny.
I could tell you this, that I did my JC exams and I passed 11 subjects. And so my grandfather then was a manager, half-breed European at Inzo Estate. So I went and I said, Grandpa, I did my JC and I passed 11 subjects and I need some makeup to pay for my O-levels. And he walked around his new car about 10 times and he said, Malachi, I'm proud of you, boy. I'm proud of you, but I don't have 1 cent to give you. Little did he know that I already worked my part-time job and had my money because I kind of developed those habits because I kind of realized my situation. So I really didn't depend on anyone. And when I went to do the police test, I had no intention of becoming a cop. So I followed a cousin who is an RN now in the US. And she wanted to become a cop. So my grandmother said, follow her to Mobile Reserve. Take her to Mobile Reserve because she comes from country. She don't know at all. So I went to her. She joined one line. I joined the other line. We both did the test. She failed it. I passed it. So when I went home the day, I run to my grandmother and said, Mama, I do the police test and I passed it. And she said, thank God, she a big government letter here came for you. So I tore the letter and it was, you've been successful in a JSA entrance exam. And I started jumping all over the place because I already saw in my mind's eye what I wanted to do. I said I wanted to become a lawyer. I love broadcasting, especially commentating. Kind of like me like a politics. So, I was kind of looking that way. And my grandmother just burst my bubble immediately. So, we're going to turn police, So that was kind of it. That was kind of, my life. So. Yes.
So, Brother Malachi, come now. I need to hear some poetry. What you have there in store?
Well, a whole lot of things, but one of the things that just happened to my family, one of my nephews, only 21-year-old, got shot and killed in Fort Lauderdale this week. So
my condolences, deeply. Sorry to hear that.
I'm thinking,
condolence.
Yeah, man, thank you. Tamlin Ellis is in my head. He had written a poem named Drop It. And I'm just going to do a verse out of it, and then I read this poem, Question, that's on the Dub Poetry in the Face album that Yasses produced last year. Where he said, drop it, the habit. That's it. If you continue, you're hell-bent. For drugs is your own destruction. I said to drop it. He said the pressure of fame is too much for the brain. So you need a fix, just one fix. But destruction is sure every day you want it more. I said to let go the junkie pan walk out and drop it. The habit, the better try cause your hell bent. Said to drop it. The habit, the better try cause your hell bent. In this age of nuclear alert, what is your life worth? Living a lie, getting high, you just reaching for a ticket to die. I said to let go the junkie bandwagon and drop it. The habit, nobody try it, cause you're hell bent. God, dogs is your own destruction. I said to drop it. So this poem name question. Who made the gun there? The gun they were ugly like Satan and a breathe fire like dragon. Who made the gun there? The gun that we are trod the land like a drunken man raising bangarang in every city. City who make that gun there, that cock there that rule the roost that crow louder than thunder, shattering lives like dream. They say who make that gun there with bad like sword that came to liquidate the poor but is now divesting board members. They say who make that gun there, that 9mm Mach 10, 15, 16, 22, 38, 40, 45, SLR, AK, 47, Cold Cabra, Piranha, Vampire, Zero, Black Veil Spider. Who made that gun there? The one in your safe, in your drawer, and your bed, pointing at your head, lurking like a gator for his next supper. Who made that gun there?
Malachi, why you not forget yourself?
Wow.
No, man. Who put that on there, so? Who made that? Malachi. No, we need the applause going now, man. Because this one is a bombshell, you know.
Well, you know that
this one is a bombshell.
You know, when I wrote that poem, I actually wrote it in Jamaica while I was with Poets in Unity. You know, and I was reflecting on the world stage then, how this was during the 76-80 period where you had so many guns on the streets in Jamaica. And it kind of struck me how we didn't manufacture guns. We didn't make guns in Jamaica. I don't believe we still do. And you had so much M16 and AK, you know, all over the place. And then you kind of realize that it started catching up to, you know, countries like America, you know, who were actually making it, you know, so it actually started reversing on them where they start feeling so much, which is happening right now here. You know, this carnage in real time. You know, so I have to ask the question, who really made that guns?
But I can say this to you.
Sure.
With all of the names and listing of guns that you mentioned, you know,
right.
You missed out two of them. One Pop and Pai.
I need to add it. Yes, that's historical, you know.
Yes, man.
Historical. Yes,
man. You remember? I don't know if you remember when we used to put those metals into the. I think it was pear seed, and when you pop that, you know, what that thing hotter than bees, you know, man.
What?
I am telling you. And you know, you talk about that. You know, we are very interested people. You know, there were a time when people would go to security guard work and they didn't have any gun, you know, but them would sell it to the company that them have them gun. So them just get a piece of board and push it inside.
Yes,
and call it board gun.
If I could interrupt, Noreen from the chat room, she's a fan of yours, Malachi. She's clapping and telling you hello, and Felton is telling everyone Grand Rising. So she's having a good time right now.
I give thanks. Mm-hmm.
Drop it.
Come again, Malachi. Come again.
Maxonette, are you ready to hear another one? Hot like the drop it, and who make I'm ready.
I don't know if he can beat that one day, you know, but since we are dealing with Brother Malachi, yeah, man, he can do it. Come again, man.
We'll give one named Dread in a Babylon. And
all right.
I always look on Dred Scott as the first, say, real Rastaman. In that, you know, this was a slave in the South. And his mother, his master liked him a lot. So when they developed the free states, the master basically freed him. And he went up in Missouri and somebody saw him and grabbed him and carried him back and put him in a slavery. So he sued to get his freedom, right? And it's one of the great cases in jurisprudence in the US, the Dred Scott decision. Because the Chief Justice then, a brother named Taney, you know, basically rule in his opinion that a black man wasn't really a person, was 3/4 human, you know, and that's why the Dred Scott decision is so powerful. So I happened to have gone to Missouri once, and there was the Mississippi River. It was in winter, but you know, growing up in Jamaica and hearing so much about the Mississippi, somehow it is like a part of us, a part of our narrative. So I had to touch the Mississippi River. It almost froze my hand off. And then I walk up the road and I found the courthouse that the Dred Scott case was actually tried in, and touched the door, and it was like this magic came out of it. So I wrote the poem, Dred in a Babylon. Dred Scott, standing here on sacred ground outside of the closed hard doors of the old courthouse, I gaze into the mirror of time and see you in the dark arguing like a lion. I see your eyes, Dred Scott, comets blazing across the Missouri midday sky, showering injustice. Tanya and his cronies boiling the blood of the Mississippi as she stares and murmurs on her way south, carrying your story. I hear your thunder, Sun Warrior, Zulu, Akan, Ashanti, Star Spangled Banner. I ain't no slave. Freedom, now are the Mississippi, my grave. It is cold today, Dred Scott, and that day I know it was not. I see your hot blood spill, stain the sidewalks as it ran down the hillside across the streets of Babylon to the eyes of the Mississippi. I knit my brows, clench my teeth, ball my fist, punch the sky. Dred Scott, first Dred, Rastafari.
Ja!
Yeah!
Yes!
Yeah!
That is a boom blast! That I hit!
Yeah, man!
I hit!
Turn it out, man! Yeah!
Yes, ma'am!
Yeah, you know,
Max,
It's gone up.
I want to see like Max jump, getting a spirit over there, man.
You see, I'm gonna tell you, Franco and Francine and Flavor Malachi, listen, as a youth in New York, you know, that was something that was not taught in school about Dred Scott and the Dred Scott decision.
Yeah.
And I got in trouble for talking about it in class because I was that kind of kid. I was very revolutionary, very, very, very out there. So, young man, I feel it and I'm wrote. Good one.
You notice when him raise the hand? When him, yeah!
Listen, that's black power.
Power.
Yeah.
My grandkids, we were in Mississippi. I lived in Mississippi for a year on the Gulf Coast. And we would walk down the streets with our hands held up in fist. Black power, black power. And the people them look at me like we're mad. Me say, yeah, man. So I feel that one there. I feel it.
Yeah, for different rules.
Max, remember you said you don't know if him can beat that one. Sell off again. This one is another bombshell.
Yeah, man.
This one is a bombshell.
Well, you know, Franco Flavors and the crew, Max and it, and you know, it's like Francine, it's like my repertoire is so huge, you know. It's like I have hundreds of poems, and I say tune for tune, poem for poem. I can't stand any arena and knock out any guy anytime.
All right.
Well, Max.
A lot of people don't know that. You know, call all of the contemporary poets, any one of them. I have won more medals, gold medals, in Jamaica, JCDC, than any one of them. Call any one of them names, straight up. Right? I've won more. I've won like 12 gold medals. Most of them poems, I don't even read them.
Okay.
You know, I remember years ago going to Jamaica, and the great Michael Record looked at me and said, Malachi, I didn't know you write this type of poetry. This is beautiful. I said, where have you been? You know, where have you been? I'm flexible.
True. That's
well,
good.
Brother Malachi, we're going to have you on dub for dub because
we're gonna
I don't know who I go up against, you know.
We're going to do a little with you and him, Max. Dub for dub.
No, sir. No.
Max, you have the books.
Be dub for snub.
Max, you have the books. You have the books over there. Come on.
Yeah.
What that mean?
Well,
and it's not a contest. It's just that's poetry.
That's not fear.
You know,
because that's other poets.
If the one goes soft, you know, we kill them.
Killing me softly.
We have poems like 5 times for one night. You know, you make our master God.
Come, Max. Make we want to hear a little Malachi with you.
When the love is not enough. When the love is not enough. Just vibes, you know. I always have a little peppermint in store. So if the back show the house, just knock on my door. I'm not selfish. Give your neighbor son. Since my was I cheese, just give him a slice of bun. When the love is not enough.
When the love is not enough, man.
And when you hear the arrangement, man, you know.
Well, Malachi, may I tell you something? I want to know when the love is not enough for it go. But want to hear it. That should come without warning.
That's right. Lay it down.
I'm going to read it so I don't miss anything.
Lay it down.
I want to hear it.
All right. So when the love is not enough, I don't want to hear the jazz strings in your head.
Yeah, man, we have it. We are playing it right now.
I always have a little peppermint in store. So if the boss can't show the house, just knock on my door. I'm not selfish. I love to share my talent. For there's more to happiness than providing food and rest. When the love is not enough, when the love is not enough, girl, show me a sign. I have a love potion that will heal heart, body, and mind. If you across the ocean, I'll be my signal. All you have to do is set your dish, close your eyes, and I'll feel your wish. When the love is not enough, when the love is not enough, when the love is not enough, I have an extension. Reach out and it's instant gratification. Don't be selfish. Give your neighbor some. Since him always eat cheese, give him a slice of bun. I know you work hard. Enough butter and bruise. More time frustration take you on your out for blow a fuse. Night come, your bed cool as river stone. Not a tiger in the jungle to scratch your back with his bone. But don't worry, I have good news. A surge protector that you can use when the love is not enough. When the love is not enough. Look for happiness within. Create a fountain and swim to higher heights, cover the sit down and huff and puff and dry up like rose water. If in pipe run dry, I always have a little water. When the love is not enough, man, touch human heart. Massage it, caress it, manicure it, pedicure it, water, I trim the rough edges, let the sun shine through. When peas alone are cooking a pot, you have to add more to make it stew. When the love is not enough, when the love is not enough, when the love, calm, man, calm.
Me can't manage, Malachi, me a go home. Me can't manage job. Rob! I cannot manage.
Hey, Max. That's what the water come in now, you know.
Yeah.
Max,
that's when the water come in. That's when the water come in.
No, if we do like
the man
like
have a search protector.
It's raining big time, man.
Mm-hmm.
So they say 5 times for one night and every drop of the hammer was right. 5 times for one night, picking the cherry was out of sight. Skiddy boop.
Skiddy boop.
Skiddy boop. Skiddy boop, boop. Listen to the ocean, fill me with potion. She gave me the key, I turned the ignition. It was instantaneous combustion to Venus we flew. On a mission, Miss a Lover Man wrote her a song. The words got sweeter as we dance along. Skiddy boop. Skiddy boop. Skiddy boop. And then here she sing, make my body feel right. She was mourning. I was groaning. The hurt at heaven started shaking. Trust me, man, I'm not lying. We flew past Venus, flew past Mars. We reached heavens, touched the stars 5 times for one night, and every drop of the hammer was right. 5 times for one night. Picking the cherry was out of sight. Touch the hands of my creator. I said, thank you, Father, for the strength and the vigor. He said, have a safe flight. I'll see you later. And then I start. When we go back in, we go, I said, touch the hands of my creator. I said, thank you, Father, for the strength and the vigor. He said, I will see you later. Have a safe flight back to Jamaica. We landed at 4 days and knocked on the door. Thought it was the neighbor keeping tab on the score. it was a cop with a question. Said he got a call about a domestic altercation. No, officer, sir, not like that, man. Positive vibe between man and woman. 5 times for one night and every drop of the hammer was right. 5 times for one night. Picking the cherry was out of size. Skiddy-boop. 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 And when you see me perform that in a dangerous performance in the church, man.
Skiddy-boop.
You know, I remember.
So Malachi, I know something.
Yeah.
You know, say I pass the neighbor them fast. And neighbor them say police come.
yes. That excitement to go on, you know. I performed it one night in Broward, performing arts, and Freddie McGregor was at the show. I come off stage and say, Malachi, you're a dangerous artist, you know, you're a wicked artist, you know. Yeah, man, you know. So I work them thing there, you know, we're there in the heights to hold a warm up and ready and fit. And when you go on stage, it's like it's a toe to toe, you know. You know, you work. Yeah, man. And Hope and Linda always say I have the spirit. So when I go on stage, you know, I build and, you know, try transcend this, you know, really, you know, go out there, entertain people and give them it, you know. Yeah, man.
Yeah. But I must tell you though, you are such an entertainer for real, because as I'm listening to what you have written, you know, just right. You perform and you perform well. Now, if this is just a little taste of what is happening, you can imagine when you're out there on stage. I mean, that's supposed to be really crazy.
Yeah, man. I love the stage. I was born to be on the stage. You know,
but you're not shy. You're shy. Because a lot of performers are shy.
We do from time to time. All performers, I want to say, if you're gonna be a good performer, you have to have some butterfly. Sometimes somebody perform before you. I'll give an example. I came to the States in '87, and I was on the Bigger Ford Christmas morning show at the arena in Jamaica, and you know, I did one rehearsal with a band, and I remember the keyboard player wasn't there. Anyway, I think it was Asha went on stage and looked at them and said, "Give me the punana rhythm." It was light pop, Sunday, them going at the punana. No. So yeah, every DJ after that, Welton, Irie, Burro, Bantan, the whole, give me the punana, and I'm going. So Barry G was the MC, and him look at me and he said, "Malachi, you can't face this fire." I say, "Me a poet. Me a poet. Anytime you're ready to MC, Malachi, I can't say this man. Just bring me on." So when they introduced me, they were supposed to play a little intro from the keyboard, like "Go down a Manuel Road, Galambay, figure broke Braxton, da 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 dang 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 da dang." The drummer is supposed to roll, and I'm supposed to
one by one,
you know, saying this poem "Victim," right? That's on the word Sound of Power album. When the man introduced me, I look at the band, everybody, what was supposed to play? What was supposed to play? Because they got so thick up at the punana rhythm. So me just walk at the front of the stage. I'm say, people, you see them? I don't care long light parks and them boy them are playing. Amateur them. Go ahead. And I made a little fire poem, you know, what is? And when me jump in the what is, the arena roar. Arena tear down, right? And then find the rhythm and thing. And matter of fact, the keyboard player who wasn't at the rehearsal, I must say, saw me in the night at Bono Whale had a big show in a New Kingston the night. And I was there. So I'm going in, he was at the gate and him come up in my face and fight, you know. He didn't know that I was a cop. So the Courtney Robb who played bass, the late Courtney Robb who used to play bass with Byron Lee, he was there and he said, "Man, Malachi lock you up, you're a mad man. You know, come on, you laugh. It's a joke at you. I was just there laugh. You know, I was just there laughing. Got them that CIB headquarters. I just a laugh. So Courtney said, "Malachi will lock you up." You know, that time I realized. I saw him years later in Miami still, in Fort Lauderdale. We had a good reason, and him, you know, him tell me, say, because it wasn't at the rehearsal, they never tell him. But I just give an idea how I prepare myself. So a situation like that would my man get booed off at the stage and look like you're a fool. Right. But me did done a blaze my fire within a long time. You know, when I came off stage, there were 12 boxes of Heineken at the bar. You know, man come and say, yo, we hear said that you're really police. You know, so this guy retired as assistant commissioner. Him got the bar and buy out the bar. 12 bucks Heineken. You know, but at them way there, you know, I take my work serious. When you look at and Sting, my group Poets in Unity did Sting like 3 years, and every year we made the video. And 1 year they were playing with us same way, like, you know, man, I look over him shoulder and you know, remember, I'm just blast him up on stage because when we get that fire mode, them in a play, you know. And I said, don't do that, you know, don't play with me, you know. You know, and me don't talk, you know. And man, if a fine note and play, you know. So we used to do it. We did a show again one night. But it was at Bellevue, and whole artists were big artists, you know. Dr. Freddie Eklund was experimenting with theater and drama, and we could help the patients at Bellevue. So when this brother used to manage a whole bunch of the hot DJ them, and when they look and saw Poets in Unity, I said, oh, Poets are going to perform this. Poets are full. Make Poets go walk me show. So me look at them and say, you know, I walk me show because if we go on before 1 year, go on, you know, the show mash up. You know, I say, all right, you're going to see some fire tonight. Yes, you saw me up on stage. Him around, take them off, through a peak and step. We mash down the place, you know. We'll probably them go hide the night. No one go on. We did another show at Ronald Entertainment Center. And when Poets in Unity came off, they had to take intermission. That's what the level we're working at. Migration mash up the group. You know, BBC TV came down there, did documentary on way. West German TV, you know, whole artists were backstage, so them now go on stage, you know. Them not when the Sunday, when they review it, and the Sunday magazine that Clean used to put out, them put Night of Solid Gold. Yeah, my picture on the front page, Muta, and I don't remember what the third person was, but that's a level we used to work, you know. Wow. Take it serious, you know, no joke, you know. When we go there, we perform for the people. And I have that same work ethics wherever I go. In my real life too. You know, whatever I'm doing, if I'm sweeping my yard, may I sweep it good. You know, if I wash the dishes, may I wash it good. You know, and it's the same type of way when I go on stage, I do it good. You know,
well, Malachi, not to cut you, I know you're not when it comes down to playing with words, right? You are excellent at that. When you're saying, when it comes down to sweeping your yard and washing the places, you're actually talking about sweeping the yard itself, right?
Yes.
Okay, and washing the dishes itself, right?
Yes.
You're not playing on the word, that you mean, right?
No, but you can play on it too, you know. So would it be the physical thing or a metaphorical thing? Right. I do it well. And if it's like you say in relationships, I'm a passionate guy, you know, I'm a nice guy, you know, and I feel to say, you know, Malachi Coleman, Malachi good people, you know. Yeah, I go to my way to, you know, make people feel good. I went to an event once and saw this elderly female coming down a flight of steps, and I said, Madam, you may have my hand. And she said, oh my God, this is so chivalrous, you know. So I'm that type of person, you know. I like to make people happy and stuff. And I'm a troublemaker. Put it out. I'm a troublemaker.
Hey, Malachi, I want you to do Sister Del for me.
Wait.
That was DJ. I don't remember the lyrics.
Hold on a minute. Can I interrupt, please?
Yes.
My beautiful nieces and nephew have just arrived. So do you have anything for the children, the youths?
I do have a lot of a kids poem. I can't think of how old are they? Let me
okay, hold on. Come. Ages, please. 11, 14, and 12. 13, 11, and 12.
Okay, I'm gonna give them this piece deliberately. I call it one population. Now, I happen to study anthropology at a college level. And one of the things that you learn, and which is important for them to understand, is that, when it comes to racism, people are basically, you want to say, ignorant, stupid, and fool. Because we know that as anthropologists, that the test of the human species is its ability to reproduce itself, right? So that's how you know that, whether you want to say white, black, yellow, or green, we're actually the same species, because you can go anywhere in the world, marry a female as a man, or a female marry a male, and they can produce a viable offspring. So I want you to think about that. So this poem, One Population, actually speaks to that reality, and it speaks about us in different times and spaces. This is empirical verification that all man is one. Race is a political construction. One blood, one population. Come for a lesson in anthropology. This is a science, it's not a mystery. In the beginning, there was Lucy. I hope so far you're following me. The Garden of Eden was all over gorge. Carbon dating is not a fraud. In the heart of Mama Africa, in the country of Tanzania, Lewis and Mary Leakey discovered the Australopithecus family, the first branch of the human tree. Call it creation, call it evolution, any terminology that will help you understand that all in all, we are one. One blood, one population. Let me touch on how color came. This is a product of sun, snow, and rain. When man wandered across ice bridge, some to the tropics, others to the fridge, from Africa to Asia, to North and South America, and even lands down under, talking about the Aborigines from Australia. Afarensis, Africanus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Homo sapiens, sapiens, we're still treading genetic drift, genetic flow, natural selection, adaptation, isolation, mutation, evolution. That's why all of us don't look as one. Paleocene, Eocene, Ilocene, Miocene, Gregor Mendel, laws of heredity, Watson and Crick, DNA theory, carbon dating, amino acid racemization, electronic spin resonance are all proof in abundance. To back off with your fallacy of racial and cultural superiority. This is empirical verification that all man is one. Difference is a product of genetic isolation. One blood, one population. Black, white, red, yellow, gray, green, and all shades in between. We are all one. One blood, one population. I hope that is a lesson to the younger ones, to be proud in yourselves and know that, yes, you are a part of the human tree and you can feel proud of that reality. That is science, not fiction. All right.
Beautiful. My nieces and nephew enjoyed it. Full joy.
Thank you.
Love it.
One blood.
One blood.
Yeah.
One public.
The one with that you said, what's the name of it? Violence?
Who met a gun there?
No, man. The one that you were about to enter the stage with when they couldn't find the rhythm.
Oh, okay. That was Wadis, right? And Wadis is an interesting poem in my poetry performance career, in that being a drama school student and stuff like that, and theatrics. I usually walk on stage and I'm so small or whatever, and people don't know what to expect. So I usually use what is deliberately and frighten them, right? So we just go and say them and say, what is? Everybody goes, damn, frightened,
Yeah.
Say, this little man so bad. And them say, what is? What is? Protest and rest. And one more time another system is put to the test. What is? No more giving, rising costs of flipping free shocking of the parties, Babylon cake and mad fear about attack the cars. War and faction, people cause more action, back tax, axe to backside, the pressure going kill way. The poor can't take no more opposing party don't fight, but the blood still a run. Officers who bring in the election gun, talk about corruption, tribalism, triumph, and we still don't know first done beep, 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 ba-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, whoa, the east and west are burned. But this a politician cause I know they can't stop it. Mr. Politician cause I know they can't stop it. We can't take it. Mr. We can't take it. If we go left, them push you over the cliff, and if we go right, you only brighten certain people like what can we do? Them to produce, but Sister Brown, this multiply. One more hungry belly, pick their cry. Man a fraud, man a run God, broad, man a look visa, Felicia, man, red man, dread man a lose them head. What is? You know? So one side say, what is? What could I fire? You know? People ready to enjoy the meal, you know? Yeah.
Yes. What is?
Whoa! That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, Max and it. Want to say another one for the little female niece.
Okay, please, go right ahead.
This little poem named Looking at Me Like a Girl, right? Because, you know, I always say that, you know, younger girls in particular need, you know, good mentoring in this time. Because you have so much distraction out there. And especially when they start growing into certain stages and stuff like that, you know, and they tend to get distracted, you know. Many go the wrong way, you know, some survive and thrive and do well. But they say, look in my eye like a girl, my mouth I tell lie. Mouth sweet like sugar, full of samphire. But don't believe a thing mouth say look straight in my eye. If you big like elephant, mouth tell you how you slave. If you out of style like gremlin motor car, mouth tell you how are you a car this way. If you ugly, mouth tell you how you sweet. If you foot back them tough and poppy, mouth tell you them cute and neat. If you kiss sour like lime, mouth tell you kiss nice and sweet. So don't believe a thing mouth say it will knock you off your feet. If you fool like mule, mouth tell you you're smart. If mouth want to get close to try thing, it tell you it love it to its heart. If it only attracted to your perfume, it tell you you're beautiful as the moon in bloom. So when mouth tell you about the beauty of your eye, check the mirror like a girl, a blind mouth I look a blind. Looking at my eye like a girl, my mouth I tell lie. Mouth sweet like sugar, full of samphire. But don't believe a thing mouth say. You look straight in my eye. If you smell like duck ant's nest, mouth tell you you're sweet like turpentine. If every time him see him get headache, mouth tell you warm, blowing mind. If mouth a papa, him tell you I'm big and rich. If him only have black and white TV and yard, mouth tell you him own cable and satellite dish. When mouth a wear gabardine, him tell you him tired of silk. And when him a wear paint and boot, him tell you how it custom built. If you're sweaty, mouth tell you you're fresh like rose. Just a dead forget you in a bed for make hand tear off your clothes. So looking at me eye like a girl, my mouth I tell lie. Mouth sweet like sugar. Full of samphire. Samphire is a can man. So don't believe a thing mouth say. You look straight in my eye. So when you go through life, always look in a person's eye. It tells you a lot. Don't just, you know, fall for the sweetness that comes out the lips. All right? And make that be a life lesson. Thank
sugar
you.
Sugar mouth.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm telling you, that was a beautiful, beautiful piece. Thanks for that. Because, you know, I think the girls, they need to hear that, especially coming from the men.
Yes.
You know, man will tell you anything.
Yes, man.
I remember as a child, I was about 12, 13, and I was so, you know, shyish and covering up like a nun. And my mom was like, why are you doing that? It's hot outside. Because I had some bumps on my legs and scars from sandbite. And I didn't want the boys to see it. And my mother said, you think them business with your foot? So it's you have to, you know, it's very true. We have to be careful, especially with our young girls growing up. That we need things. Yeah.
We need to nurture them, you know, and I know that in the society, the country that we are from, is that a lot of trauma takes place. And it's hidden, you know. So fragments. I had a conversation yesterday with a female artist, a very powerful artist, and we just conversing and out of the blue. She said, I was molested at 3 years old. I'm saying, what? I was so shocked. So it's important that we find ways of educating, the youngsters, modeling the way for them, being role models for them and guide them and protect them, that they can grow into being, productive beings in society. Whichever field they choose to go into, want to make them cool and to be real productive and good people in avoid trauma. So we have to teach them. Yes.
I'm happy, so happy for that message. And one of the reasons is when you think about some of the things that men would say, like they would tell the females that, you don't need to wear this or you don't need to wear that. Yet still, they'll tell you that, but when you look at some of the females that they are attracted to outside, like, wait, what do you tell me, say, you don't want me wear this or you don't want me wear that? But the persons who you're looking at out there, they are wearing the things that you tell me not to wear.
Yes.
And then the next thing again, when I was younger, they used to laugh at me and call me Red Malata. And they used to call me some names. And then so I used to sit in the sun trying to change my color to get dark.
Oh, yes.
Now when I am older now and I am seeing persons literally bleaching their skin to turn my color where them used to mouth me about. I mean, like, this, you're right with the mouth. But if you should sit around and wait for the mouthing. So you know what? Because of my experience, I was able to talk to my son, because at school they would call him like, "Oh, what a white boy you go," that, red man or things like that. And I had to go into him and speak with him and tell him, listen, this is the color of your skin. And even if you're lighter skin, you're black.
You're a black man. Proud of,
and you're be proud to be a black man. So don't do like me and sit in the sun. I never knew better. I never have anybody to tell me that, but I'm telling you now. So don't listen to people and their mouthing. So that's a very good piece for me.
Yeah, man. Be proud of who you are. Love yourself. Develop that habit of loving yourself. Be comfortable in your skin. Right? Don't apologize for how you look. Is a reason why you're unique. You're a unique being. So celebrate that, embrace it, right? And you are just as fine as anyone else.
That's right.
Don't envy a person for what they are. Trust me.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, Malachi. Thank you very much for being our guest this morning and for doing those wonderful poetry.
It was rich.
We look forward to have you again. On our Dub for Dub, because I thought this morning we would have a couple more people, for do just a little Dub for Dub, but
right.
From Malachi,
we never have the traffic this morning.
We didn't need it. No, it was not supposed to be.
Well,
it went exactly how it's supposed to be. It was not a Dub for Dub.
As I'm gonna say, one of my favorite queen always said, it was the spirit of the ancestors that moved this morning. So
you see,
just keep it.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, we give thanks every time and love you, sisters. Take care of yourselves in this time. Maximum respect and love. I do everything to lift you guys up, in my works. Really appreciate what you guys did and your ancestors, female ancestors, to help us to survive this journey. And we are indeed indebted to you as men. Flavius, I may tell you, I'm quoting straight up, no joke. We are indebted to the females then, because slavery wasn't easy. And then took a lot of abuse for us to survive the experience and the journey. So we give thanks every time.
Sure.
Trust Maxim.
Yeah, man. All right. Give thanks, my brother. Before we leave, I want to play the daily inspiration from Ansel Lee, if I may. So let me just drop it a minute.
Breathe deeply into the creative energy ascribed to the good day today. Breathe deeply within the rhythm of the universe. Breathe deeply in gratitude for the path, courage, and strength to navigate confidently.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Ansley, this morning for our daily inspiration. But before we leave, I'm going to ask each and every one of you, including Malachi, to give me 30 seconds, a summary each, and then we can get out of here. So we'll start with our guest first, Malachi.
Well, it was my pleasure sharing with you and your audience and your wonderful team. There was so much beauty this morning, So despite the storm and the weather's out there, it gave me a sense of calm and peace and joy to speak, and I give thanks every time.
Okay, we're going to go with Max on it now.
Well, I have to say, again, another beautiful show. Thanks again to Brother Malachi. See how things happened. My family came in, and it was a beautiful, even more beautiful event. So again, everything happened the way it is supposed to happen. And with that, you want to remember that we're all in this thing called life together. Namaste and one love.
Okay. Francine?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I wish we could continue. I have been blessed to hear expertise like you bring across the poet in such a calm, beautiful way, even though you are expressing yourself deeply. I am truly blessed to be here. Notice my shirt, blessed.
Every time.
I am happy that I was here this morning. To all the viewers in the YouTube link, thank you so much for being here. All the members of the podcast, thanks so much. And to our humble guests, I thank you.
I give thanks.
Flavius, sir?
Yeah, good morning again, all. I have to more or less ditto Francine. I enjoyed it immensely. And Malachi, as them say, you're tough.
Yes.
I give thanks every time.
Okay. Hey, Max, is there anyone in the chat room?
Well, we have Tolet.
Shout them out for me, please.
Okay, sure, not a problem. Thanks again for Tolet and Noreen, Courtney, and Felton. We really appreciate you guys and the support and all our viewers and subscribers.
All right. And once again, Malachi, our condolence to you and the family as you mourn this time, okay? So just have some, we know all the things go right now. In Florida, a lot of shootings been going on, and it's mainly the young ones them get hit, So we just hope that something can, some mediation, something can happen because it really get out of hand. So our condolence to you and your family as you mourning this time. All right.
Give thanks, my brother.
And so with that, in the word of the Garifuna, we ask Queen Lubafu to give us the Our Father, and then Tafina to take us out.
You lead us to full. You belong far away away. Ajuguala lebabu seru. Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
For me. That's why me know what set me if it go flee. Me have to take away me